So I want to have a transparent moment with you guys. Being a content creator, not just a content creator, but being someone who is called to give biblical content on social media, to be a watchman, to share things and warn people of dangers of what the enemy is doing, comes with a lot, okay? And I know I'm not the only one who deals with this, where there are periods of heaviness, a desire to give up. And what I've noticed is many of us we get so wrapped up in the call, we get so wrapped up in what God is telling us to do, that we don't truly actually recognize when we need to take a break. A lot of times, what we don't realize is that our soul needs rest. What does that mean, that your soul needs rest? What that means is we get caught up in our day-to-day, whether you work a regular job, whether you have children, doing ministry, and not having balance. When you don't have balance and you're literally just giving, and just pouring out more and more of yourself to people without giving yourself the ability to actually do things that replenish your soul, that make you happy, that make you smile, that give you joy, then you find yourself almost like in a position of feeling like your ministry then becomes more of like a drudgery. Like you are dreading doing it. You're doing it because you know God is like, you don't have a choice. But the joy in doing it and enjoying what you're doing begins to kind of dwindle. I enjoy helping people. I love helping people. But I notice that I get into this space where it's like, okay, I got to do this, but the joy is not there. It's like it becomes more like it's a chore. And God never wants us to be doing anything in ministry and for the Lord where there is drudgery or it feels like it's a chore. It needs to be done in joy. And so a lot of us don't recognize that when things like this happen, we need to check our hearts. We really need to check our hearts, because if we let this go on for longer than it should, then we don't even realize that we're actually offering a futile sacrifice to the Lord. A futile sacrifice means that it's pointless. There is no worth in it. Futile means incapable of producing any useful result. It's pointless, right? Do we really want to offer a sacrifice to the Lord that is incapable of producing a useful result? We want all of our sacrifices to be acceptable before the Lord. So the question is, are you totally surrendered to the Lord? Are you trying to fit God in wherever you have a few minutes in between all of your other life events? Or is He a priority in your day? It is time that we start being more intentional about our time with the Lord. I got rebuked in regards to this because I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when my daughter was getting up to go to school, and I would study at that time. However, when I pulled her out of school and started homeschooling her, which was literally just a week ago, I didn't have to get up at a certain time anymore. And so I just woke up whenever I felt like it, then only started allowing myself to study for like 30 minutes before it had to get interrupted to get my day started, to start taking clients or to do other things that I had to take care of. God needs to be a priority, whether I do it in the morning or whether I dedicate consistently my time at night before I get ready to lay down. So Check your heart. Sit and determine, is God a priority? Are you totally surrendered? And if He isn't, make sure that you correct it. Make sure that you are not offering useless sacrifices to the Lord. God bless.